And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. We're excited to be here for opening day tip-off, Doris. It feels like the league is in a great place.
There is no doubt, BA, absolutely. To me, more talent in the league right now than potentially we've ever had before. And I don't just mean star talent. There's a depth of quality skill across the board. We know the shooting has revolutionized the game. It's going to be a fun year.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. On the wing, it'll be Williams and Dort. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander coming off a solid out. Against Memphis.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Porzingis finds Tatum. Three-pointer. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. First quarter of play, a minute in. Brown passes to Tatum. Takes it inside. And finished by Tatum. Wow!
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Pass to Dort. Now Holmgren puts up a 3. Hits a three-pointer.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
And it's Holmgren missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Brown. And here's Holiday. Going inside. The kick out to White. Launches it. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. The Thunder have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Tatum with a steal. In transition, here they come. The shot by Holiday, no good.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it back. Gilgeous-Alexander double team. Oh, deflected. 5 on the clock. And here's Brown for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris, Jaylen Brown, the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
He's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can warp a defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. He hits the second from the line.
You have to admire the growth of Jaylen Brown. He comes in as an attacking athlete. He's now a better passer, and he absolutely is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Pass to Williams. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren. Just 5 on the clock. 4-3. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
White, the pass to Porzingis. Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. Here he goes. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
White for 3. Good! Another from 3.
For this franchise now, he's hit the most threes in a single season. Unbelievable.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Another shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
It's his first trip to the line.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
He does not get the second one. Austin's shooting has not been great early, just 27%. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3 from Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Poke loose. Brown with it. Guarded now by Williams. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Lays it up and banks it in. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
You love how fast Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets into that shooting motion. As soon as it touches his hands, it is ready to go.
Holiday passes to Brown. They double team Brown. Here's Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. And stolen by Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep. Porzingis grabs the board.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. And stolen by Porzingis. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Here's Williams. Driving to the basket. Up and in on the layup. Williams has got 5 points. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
You've also got to love how their defense has been contesting so far, denying shooters to this point.
Shot clock at 5. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Brown with the steal. To halt the run. And it's good. 2 points.
Oh, that's almost too easy for Jaylen Brown. We see you, sir.
Tatum with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. Back to Brown. On the take. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And now just a 2-point Oklahoma City lead.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Drew Holiday.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve. An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
The Celtics have got 6 of 14 in so far. Pass to Tatum. To the inside. And stolen by Hartenstein. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And Williams punches it home.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
Celtics trail by 6. Now Brown. He's got 5. Releases from 15. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Gilgeous-Alexander double team. Pass to Holmgren. Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Knocks it loose. Dort with a steal. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Williams misses. Now here's Porzingis. Yet to see a basket. Back to Holiday. Tatum with it. Holmgren's there. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Holiday.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. Here's Holmgren. The shot, no good. Tatum with some nice D. Pass to Holiday. Outside, Brown. And stolen by Hartenstein. That shot off. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Thunder. They're up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. And it's Holiday in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Out left to the wing. Here's Holmgren. Ted going to work inside.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Outside Holiday. From outside the arc. Williams grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Brown with some nice D. Celtics trail by 6. Outside Tatum. White on the wing. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. White's got 6 points.
He's He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring. But Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
Holiday from long range. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
That's anticipation on the defensive end by Derek White. Send it back, young sir.
Hartenstein with it. Now guarded by Brown. The three from Holmgren. Holmgren with the long-range three.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Right side Tatum. Out to the right wing. Porzingis against Hartenstein. On the wing, Tatum. He has 6. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, Chet Holmgren sending it back. He is willing to take on any kind of challenge.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And here's Hartenstein. His last outing, he had 18 points. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. And you look at what they've accomplished this year on the road. 30 wins and counting.
Yeah, they're reaching those historical numbers reserved only for the greatest teams in NBA lore. The types of rosters filled with talent, experience, desire, all built to win championships. I think you can say the same thing about this team.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Shooting for Oklahoma City.
We're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Now here's White. Porzingis passes to Holiday. Can they get it? The Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the 3. A big triple. Gilgeous-Alexander.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And here's a look now at the last few months of assist numbers for Jason Tatum.
And the way he's developed as a passer over the last few months has been exciting to watch. His assist numbers are climbing, and it's because he's making a concerted effort to move the ball around.
Outside Holiday. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The shot won't fall. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Now here's Porzingis. No points yet. Here's White. Oh, send it home, Derek White.
Don't sleep on the athleticism of Derek White. How fast did he get off his feet to punch that one home?
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday.
This is what has defined Drew Holiday's career, right? The ability to affect shooters.
They grab their own miss.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here. I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Down low. They kick it out to Porzingis. This one for three. Wow, Porzingis with the triple.
Boy, don't let Porzingis get cooking from three-point territory. He is a sweet shooting big man.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
Celtics trail by 16. Here's Holiday. Looking to end this cold spell. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward. It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the three ball.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 17. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
To the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Inside. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, J-Dub rising to the rim. We see you, Mr. Williams.
Celtics trail by 15. Tipped. Pass to White. The kick to Tatum. Jacks up at 3. Williams grabs the board. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged. Picks up his 3rd foul. We'll see now what coach decides to do from here.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Spins. Unloads from 13. And it's Oklahoma City scoring again.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting only 31% in the second quarter of this one. The kick to Tatum. Fires the 3. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Here's Holmgren. Misses from close range. And for Boston, they're shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Porzingis misses. Thunder leading by 17. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. A rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in the game. Kick out to Brown. Rejected by Holmgren. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. And so it's Boston with it.
He's lost some of the momentum he had earlier. The defense is really clamping down on him now.
A minute 37 left in the half. Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. And the 3 off target.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
3-pointer, Holiday. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. The Thunder shooting 40% from the field in this one. Hartenstein. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous Alexander's got his 4th assist in this one. The 3, Porzingis. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
This is not the big guy you want to foul. Kristaps Porzingis, an excellent free throw shooter.
Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. At 7'2", it isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think, as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
Now here's Gilgeous Alexander. 19 points in the game. Outside, Williams. Back to Gilgeous Alexander. Hartenstein with a screen on Holiday. Gilgeous Alexander, no good. Celtics trail by 16. Dort with a steal. Pass to Gilgeous Alexander. Over Porzingis. Gilgeous Alexander, good. Gilgeous Alexander's got 21 points in the game.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Tatum looking it over. Lets the 3 fly, and he gets it back. Brown in the high post, and stolen by Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. We'll be right back after this word.
Welcome, and fellas, what a half it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, also known as SGA, and he hasn't been MIA today.
He's imposing his will at the offensive end. Points are coming from down low. You know what I'm saying? Ernie, you ever get low?
And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
These two.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on. Fire, explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Dort and Holmgren. A lot of defense at the 3 and the 4 for him. Shai and Williams man the backcourt. And it's Hartenstein in at the center position. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Celtics trail by 20. Pass to White. White on the wing, from the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, on the catch-and-shoot game, Derek White very assertive, ready to react.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
There's the drive. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Holmgren with a screen on White. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander buries it from 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 28 points for the game. Holiday with the ball. 5 points in the game. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Dort's got his 4th rebound in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's covered by Holiday. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's a 22-point lead, the most they've led by. From deep.
This is what makes Derek White so dangerous.
Yet another steal from him.
He's making history, tied for 3rd most steals in a single game.
Just incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball. White, the pass to Brown. Outside White. For 3, Porzingis nails it from 3. Porzingis has got 9.
Well, the unicorn, Mr. Porzingis, the answer from 3, his specialty.
Gilgeous-Alexander double team. The 3 from Holmgren. Hauled in by Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. And Porzingis launches it from deep. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Holmgren against Porzingis. Holmgren goes in. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds. Nabbing another steal.
A defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. He's actually tied the record for most steals in a game.
He sits alongside Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan with 11. Can he set a new benchmark?
Boston's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks.
Lou Dort earned his way into the NBA because of what he brings on the defensive end. He is stout, he's not going to back away from a challenge, and now he's knocking down threes. Those players in high demand.
In transition, here they come! Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. The Celtics have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the 3rd quarter.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Holmgren from downtown. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Celtics shooting poorly, just 30% so far. Holiday passes to Tatum. Here's Brown. Stay here. It's tipped. Here's Holmgren, and the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
3-pointer, Holiday. He buries it from 3. Holiday's got 8.
Well, that's his 2nd 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. It's hauled in by White. And for the Celtics, they're shooting only 30% in the 3rd quarter. Holiday passes to Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam. And he's now got the double-double.
Well, 7'3" doesn't need much of a vertical. Easy finish for KP.
White against Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it fly. Boston pulls it in. Now Brown. He's got 5. Driving inside. And And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
To me, this is Jaylen Brown at his best, right? A superb player who gets to the rim in no time.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder?
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Shakes him, and he drives in. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Woo-hoo-hoo! The burst of speed from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Put it on the deck, get to the cup.
Holiday. And the layup is good off the glass. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Doris, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on-ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about somebody who can get in the...
He swipes the ball away again.
He's stolen his way into the record books.
A new single-game high for steals.
And he has snapped the long-standing mark held by Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan. Unbelievable to see it broken.
On the wing, Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. The shot by Holiday, no good. Thunder leading by 22. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Let's go with a three. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 assists in the game. For three, Porzingis. And here's Holiday. Again, the miss by Boston.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
White with a steal. Tatum against Williams. Looking to get back on track. Outside Porzingis. Off target with the three. And the Thunder shooting about 42% in the third. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Oklahoma City scoring again.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
They can't stop the run with that one. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Holmgren. The three. It's hauled in by White. White's got 4 rebounds in the game. Holiday from long range. The Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Williams misses. The Celtics shooting poorly, just 30% so far. Here's Porzingis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Porzingis has got 7 points for the quarter.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Here's Hartenstein. Holiday grabs the miss. The Celtics shooting around 32% in the third quarter. Brown passes to Tatum. Three-pointer, no good.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. Holmgren against Tatum. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The ball's...
And like this crowd, I'm still in disbelief at how he's completely kept his offense under his thumb.
Man, you look at all those steals. Let's just say you don't see this every night.
Well, off the charts anticipation, picking pockets like we've never seen. What a defensive effort.
Knocked loose.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City, absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. Back to the game after this break. Hi, everyone. Good to have you back. Some excitement in the arena tonight on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, it's been a mind-blowing effort, setting the record for steals in a single game. That takes more than just quick hands. You have to see what's happening before everyone else and act on that with great confidence.
The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. That's the Boston 5. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
Here's Brown. Goes back up. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown so quick off his feet. What a vertical threat he is.
Thunder leading by 23. Hartenstein a screen. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The offensive rebound. Back to Hartenstein. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by White. White's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Knocks down the long J. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 40 points.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Back to Holiday. Outside Tatum. And stolen by Holmgren. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with a screen on Tatum. To the inside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Boston Celtics. On Saturday, they'll go up against Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Monday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And for their matchup with the Suns, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see lineups get sorted out.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Over to the left wing. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. Boston pulls it in. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. It's Brown on the wing. Dort defending. Brown passes to Holiday. Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
You get the sense his teammates recognize Kristaps Porzingis is in rhythm. Let's keep feeding him.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Holmgren. Outside, Williams. Over Holiday. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
And the vision is far past his years. Williams with great decision-making.
Brown scanning the floor. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Lou Dort picks one up. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. And it's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And both free throws good for Brown. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
Here's Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shea has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
Holiday from long range. Dort grabs the miss.
When you're not in rhythm with the three ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Brown. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander on the assist from Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Three-pointer. Holiday gets the three ball to go.
His 3rd triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top. He's guarded by White. Oklahoma City gets it back. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Back to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Boston's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. Dort against Brown. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
Pass to Holmgren. The three is up. Kept alive. Here's Williams. Second chance shot. And that one's good. Holmgren.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
From deep three-point range. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Brown. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Brown. Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, what a pump fake by Shea. Gilgeous-Alexander gets the defender committed, and he'll go to the foul line.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Doris, with the latest collective bargaining agreement, teams have to be more strategic with their spending.
They do, Brian, and I think this speaks to the league's desire to make sure there's competitiveness across all of the teams in the league. There are now harsh penalties in place for teams that go over the luxury tax. So star players in their 30s or players with injury concerns aren't necessarily guaranteed max contracts in the future. You're going to see a lot more negotiations and smart decision making.
Holmgren inside, defended by Brown. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Over Holiday. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 46.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Holiday. Good work defensively by Dort.
That's some outstanding on-court awareness there. Just a terrific change of shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Tatum. Williams from long range knocks down the triple. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Outside White. Pass to Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Dort against Brown. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Holmgren. It's tipped. White with the steal.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says, and a great win for the Thunder.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And what a huge performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, I have loved this guy's energy all night. There was never a point in which he let up. The triple-double evidence of the kind of effort and skill he has.
Clock at 6. White finds Brown. And here's Tatum. The 3. Williams grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. They double-team Brown. Pass to White. It's Brown on the wing. Dort defending. And here's Holiday. The 3 ball. Holmgren with the block. And they recover it beyond the arc. And the miss. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke.
Visit the pop-up.
Each Wednesday, put on a...
Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with some Saturday NBA action brought to you by 2K. Now that the new season is tipped off, Richard, how important is it to get things off to a good start?
I'd say it's fairly important, but this is a long season, Kevin. It's about sustaining a high level of play consistently.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Williams and Dort sharing wing duty. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
The kick out to Holiday. The Celtics working the ball around now. Porzingis back to Holiday. Fires from the corner. Nice jump shot. Good.
What focus there from Holiday on the shot. He really makes the most of his looks.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. Launches a 3. Traps in the tray. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Holmgren finds Williams. For the 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against the Grizzlies. And it's White missing.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. There's the triple. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Joe Mazzulla. David.
And he knows his team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. And when he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
Thank you, David. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Brown. Dort grabs the miss.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. And a look here at the passing numbers over the last several months for Jason Tatum.
His passing has been noticeably better in the last few months. You can see it in his assist totals. He's seeing the entire court, spreading the ball around and creating a lot of easy buckets for his teammates.
Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Buries it from 3-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Tatum's shot is off. The Thunder leading by 9. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. That one drops for him. He's got 14.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Back to Brown to stop the run, and it's good on the way in.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance shot, and Holmgren finishes. Inside.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Celtics trail by 11. Outside, Porzingis. It's good from long range.
So that range we talk about from Porzingis, so important to this team's offensive structure.
Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the 3. Jason Tatum grabs the board. The Celtics have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Out to White. Outside Tatum. Back to White. Outside Tatum. Pass to White. And here is Tatum. Clock at 4. Shoots over Holmgren. Tatum no good.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. And stolen by Williams. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. With the stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. Number 1, the Thunder. The Celtics second.
And it's no secret that both of these teams rely heavily on the three-point shot. That was the case last year. Look at those numbers.
Dort wide open. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Outside Holiday. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Thunder leading by 11. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from outside. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. And a record-setting season continues for him. Now up over 30 road wins.
And, well, you're talking maybe only 15 times in the history of the NBA has a team cleared 30 road wins in a single season. And in that group, a lot of teams that went on to win the championship. I think a lot of people would say this team is the favorite to go all the way.
Right the pass to Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Williams with a clean look. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Assisted.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
And when healthy, Porzingis is a highly impactful player. He is a 7-foot wing that really spaces the floor. It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
On the wing, Holiday. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Porzingis. Here's Tatum. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
What hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. That one falls. 16 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Deflects the pass. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Fires from deep. Porzingis with the rebound.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's White. Good. Another from 3.
And now for this franchise, he's hit the most threes in a single season.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
The kick out to Tatum. No good with the triple.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, certainly will.
I agree. David, he is fearless.
He'll be with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. This one for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Williams has got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
The Thunder leading by 13. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 18 points for him. Outside, Dort. High post shot. And it's sent back by White. To Porzingis. Right side, Holiday. Beyond the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. He has 5. 8 seconds left in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
Taking 2 shots.
Tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at center, locking down the middle. That's the Boston 5. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. 5 to shoot. The 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins. And looking for number 8 tonight.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. The Thunder leading by 6. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And the layup's good off the glass. Hartenstein's got 7 points in the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Dort finds Holmgren. Holmgren with a screen on Brown. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Dort against Brown. The kick out to Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. He's got 5.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that.
On the wing, Brown. Defended by Dort. Brown kicks to Holiday. Back to Brown. Stolen by Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
This brings him to 3 total makes from the arc, with just 1 in this half so far.
And so Boston again turning it over. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Monday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And for that game against Miami, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start to the year.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 11. Brown wide open. He fires. Bangs home the trifecta. Brown's got 7.
And this is what the team wants JB to do. Punish defenses that don't respect him from the corner.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Tatum dishes to White. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Teams try and get physical with Porzingis, and understandably so, but he is not having any of it right now.
Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And, Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. The Celtics second. In third, the Thunder.
You love when you get these two teams together. Just an absolute shootout because both of them can put up a ton of points.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
And so here is Oklahoma City. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Porzingis finds Holiday. Celtics passing it around. Misses the three. The Thunder leading by 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Richard, you've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
The 3 from Tatum. Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
White against Gilgeous-Alexander. White the pass to Porzingis. The kick out to Tatum. 6 to shoot. And here's Brown outside. Good. And it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Williams. Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving in. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And a 3-level scorer. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
And Holiday kicks to Tatum. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Outside Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. From the arc. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. The Thunder leading by 7. To the left wing. Pass to Holmgren. Fires the 3. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. For Boston, they've gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. And it's Brown missing. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Now here's Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And now a 10-point Thunder lead. Boston's gotten half their shots from 3-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown.
That's a second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Porzingis looking it over. Outside Tatum. Brown the pass to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Back to Brown.
That length of Holmgren is such a tool on defense.
And he can't jam it through. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. White, wide open. He fires. Busted. No good that time either. The Thunder leading by 10. Richard, the Celtics have been among... Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Oh, my. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Fires for three. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Williams. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Brown. Another shot. Porzingis with the block.
Big time rejection from Porzingis. You must be careful trying to shoot when he's lurking nearby.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That is his first foul of the game.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. There's Tatum's range on display.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
The Thunder shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
How about that finish? Holiday showing how determined he is around the rim.
Oklahoma City leading by 10. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 now in this quarter. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Holmgren against Tatum. Jacks up a three. And Chet Holmgren gets the three. Holmgren's got 10 points.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
In the first quarter, he was raining down threes. That's not the case here in the second.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Down low. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder another three.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half. Filling it up. And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Lets it go from deep. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Tatum way outside. And so that brings the first half to a close. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 15. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Got to be impressed with what he's done so far, right, fellas?
Oh, for sure, Ernie. It reminds me of the times when my shot was falling. There was no...
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Celtics.
Look like these guys.
That is more than enough of us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
So for Oklahoma City right now, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Williams and Dort sharing wing duty. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. The shot by Holiday, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 15. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. For three, Holmgren. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. The three from Tatum. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his 5th foul.
First team foul.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren from downtown. And Dort gets it to go. Dort's got 6.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Count it.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Fades and shoots. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on White.
Oh, strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. So it's the Celtics now. 19-point game. He dialed that one up from long distance. He's got 12.
Pulling up on a dime. This is why you got to be up on Holiday defensively.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the Celtics hit again from deep.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
From outside the arc. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Oklahoma City gets a new shot clock. Fires from way outside. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you've got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. $13 points for Williams.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Porzingis can't hit. The Thunder leading by 13. Williams kicks to Dort. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Boston. White dishes to Brown. Porzingis inside. He's against Williams. Porzingis passes to Holiday. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And that's 17 points for Drew Holiday.
Oh, Drew is so crafty when he gets to the rim.
The Thunder shooting well, 50% from the floor. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit.
Ooh, what a slam! What a slam!
Gracious.
One of the craziest dunks we've seen. Tatum with the bounce.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Jam. And the shot is good.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Outside Holiday. Thunder with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. And the jump by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
A three from Porzingis. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 13. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer.
And you want more of this from Tatum. Able to make an impact on defense with this kind of activity.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Hey, yo, right here.
Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes, that goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 40 points.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Driving inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Thunder lead by 19. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. 18 feet out. Near the three-point line, it's Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Outside Holiday. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. White covering. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Oklahoma City moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Rebounded by Tatum. Tatum's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside Holiday, and he's good on the 3-ball. Holiday's got 23 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break. They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
To the inside. Here's Holiday. And he drops it in from the low post. He's got 25.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Putting his muscles to good use. Dort basically forces his way through the foul.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Really a good season for him overall last year. When you look at the number, 83% from the line.
The Thunder have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
Celtics trail by 19. It's up a 3. They get it back. The kick out to Holiday from deep. Again, Holiday missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Holmgren. Outside, Dort. On the wing, Williams. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the three off target. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Hartenstein with a screen on White. Pass to Holmgren. Launches it. The tray. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Holmgren's got 17 now.
And stretching out his shot from deep, Holmgren has developed some pretty solid range.
White, good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Williams for three. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Holiday. Sinks that one from the post. Holiday's got 27 points.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Holmgren's got two now from beyond the arc in the third for the Thunder. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds, and last touch by Holmgren. Here's Holiday. Poked away. Here's Brown, and that one drops for him. 14 points for him.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Thunder. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. White in at shooting guard with Brown playing small forward. The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Tatum kicks to Holiday. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter or block just about every shot in his vicinity.
To the middle. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Celtics trail by 17. Outside Holiday. Shoots the three. Here's Porzingis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
It's hard trying to stay down on Porzingis' pump fake because he's so tall. You're trying to get a jump on him. That's why he's so good at getting defenders to bite.
And both free throws good for Porzingis. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Dort off target with his three.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Pass to Hartenstein, and the foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Stolen by Dort. Holmgren against Tatum. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And taken away by Brown. And a fast break now for the Celtics. White with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Dort against Tatum. Tatum gets it to go inside.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. Pass to Williams. Over in the corner, Dort drains it from beyond the arc.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Celtics trail by 18, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
He did a good job of taking care of the ball in the first half, but he's been pretty sloppy since the break with it.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Puts one up from 19. The kick out to Williams. No good from outside.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Three-pointer. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Pass to White. To the paint. It's stolen by Hartenstein. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 3rd foul of the game. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Brown dishes to Tatum. Tatum setting the pick for Brown. No good, unable to end this run.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. Holiday with the 3. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Tatum on the wing. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. So another turnover for Oklahoma City. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. Here's Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
We see this from Tatum often, and it never gets old. Just scoring at will.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. So, Greg, you played the point. In Create a Player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Timmy. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Here's Holiday, and the rejection by Holmgren.
Do not test Mr. Holmgren, a gifted shot blocker.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Offensive rebound, the kick out to Williams. Outside, Dort, clock at 6. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. The kick out to Williams. White against Gilgeous-Alexander. They shoot again. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 48. Boston has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White. They grab their own miss. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. White covering, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Celtics trail by 20. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Tatum. The three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over.
And you can see he thought he had a little more room on that sideline and got squeezed out of bounds. That one could have been avoided.
Pass to White. Holmgren against Tatum. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Three-pointer. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The three-pointer, no good.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. And Derek White picks up the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. Out to White. Back to Porzingis. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Williams in the post, guarded by Holiday. Trying to end the drought, Gilgeous-Alexander. This is the baby hook.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And here's Porzingis for a three. Good again. He's on tonight, 9 for 13 shooting.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
Holmgren the pass to Dort. Back to Holmgren. 1:25 left here in the fourth quarter. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. The second chance effort. Chalk up 2 there. 22 points for Chet Holmgren.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Thunder.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Lets it go with a 3. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And pushing it up, here's Boston. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Brown missing. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. A 3 ball. And another one falls. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Holiday against Dort. Pass to White. The kick out to Holiday. He takes it in. Off the mark. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But
And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters, these guys getting all set for tip-off. Leisurely way to spend a Saturday afternoon. Kick back and tune in to the NBA. It's that time of the year, everyone. Opening night for these two teams in this new NBA season.
And we've been waiting all summer, BA, to kick this thing off. So much excitement, so much hope, so much possibility. I'm sure both of these teams are going to come out with a lot of jitters and nervous energy, but we're going to settle in, and we're going to see the highest level of play right in front of us. It's time for the NBA to get it started.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Brown in at the 3.
There's a great pace to Gilgeous-Alexander's game. The mid-range fits well.
Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. There's Tatum with the 3. First shot won't go. Here's Holmgren. Boston pulls it in. And you look at what they've accomplished this year on the road. 30 wins and counting.
Yeah, they're reaching those historical numbers reserved only for the greatest teams in NBA lore. The types of...
And again for 3.
For this franchise now, he's hit the most threes in a single season. Unbelievable.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. And now we go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Mark Dagnall.
We discussed Jaylen Brown and what makes him such a hard player to defend. And Coach said to me, Jaylen is a freak athlete and has become a really good shooter over time, too. We can't give him clean looks, and we have to guard him closely. Let's see if the defense is up to the task.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Man, Brown wanted that bucket. Now Jaylen gets to go to the free throw line.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
And stolen by Williams. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. It's Holmgren, high post. Williams with it. Now guarded by White. Shot clock at 6. They double him with White. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Here's Hartenstein. Porzingis grabs the board.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Tatum, to the middle. And stolen by Hartenstein. It's Dort on the wing. It's Dort on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. He takes it in, and that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, I love the ferocity on the drive. Williams doesn't lack confidence tearing towards the rim.
Pass to Porzingis. Dort with a steal. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Williams misses.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
All right, a chance now to take a look at the steals over the last few months for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I get the feeling he hasn't been paying as much attention defensively as he should be. His steal numbers have dipped in the past few months. He needs to get back some of that intensity on defense.
Well, you got to be careful around SGA. He's got those quick hands, and he's ready to pick pockets.
Celtics trail by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Drives to the hoop. Boston pulls it in. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders, the way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
And Hartenstein slams it in.
Good to see Gilgeous-Alexander's playmaking evolving here, wanting to get it to the open teammate.
Tatum from long range. Again, the miss by Boston. Here's Oklahoma City now. 9 points in a row. A good run going. Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Holiday from long range. Connects from downtown.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top. He's covered by Holiday. And stolen by Holiday. And here they come. Here's Tatum. That one is off. Great D that time from Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Pass to Hartenstein. Now Holmgren. Hartenstein with a screen on Tatum. The 3 from Holmgren. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics trail by 4. Tatum inside. Williams defending. Some solid defense from Williams. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
That one falls.
That's a confident shot from Porzingis. And when he's pulling that quick, you know he's feeling it.
Hartenstein finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the drive. Basket counts. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the game.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
On the wing, Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Brown, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot by Holiday, no good. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Hartenstein passes to Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Who poked away. It's stolen by Holiday. It's Brown on the wing. Outside Holiday. Deflects the pass. It's a one-on-one situation. And the layup falls. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder?
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense. Getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. Really like their energy defensively.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out. They're hungry to run. And they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
Williams from long range. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And He's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Here's Porzingis. The Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds in the game.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And Hartenstein slams it in.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense. Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. A little mid-range shot is up. That one's wide left. Celtics trail by 9. Tatum finds White. Over to the wing. Porzingis passes to Brown. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each won one.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the 2 games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Hartenstein pulls it in. Thunder leading by 11. To the paint. And Hartenstein slams it in.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable. Give them a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the Thunder tack on 2 more.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
White on the wing. Here's Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th assist in this one. Celtics trail by 17. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Gilgeous-Alexander double team. Out to the wing. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter.
That miss aside, they're off to a strong start at the offensive end. I mean, he's lost the ball 3 times already. Where's his focus?
The shot by Holiday, no good.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance effort.
So much talk about the work ethic of Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong defensive play that time.
Oklahoma City shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he drops the first. So he gets them both. Just 4 seconds left in the first. And so it's Isaiah Hartenstein making it happen for Oklahoma City. On the glass, he was an absolute tyrant, just owning the boards. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Shea and Williams man the backcourt, and it's Dort in at the 3. That's the group for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Good. Holmgren's got 8.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Holmgren against Tatum. Three-pointer, Holiday. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. 9 points in the game.
Now, Drew Holiday can make enough threes to make your defense nervous.
Screen by Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tatum pulls it in.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Brown with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Porzingis sets a screen. Brown passes to Tatum. On the wing, Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Just 5 to shoot. For 3. The shot, no good.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Hartenstein passes to Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense is elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
White can't hit. Thunder leading by 17. Shot from the wing. And the shot falls short that time. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Here's Holiday. Cans it from the wing. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Nice to see Drew Holiday just square up for that jump shot. Love to see him taking that one.
Outside, Williams. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists in the game. Inside. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
CTH. Can't teach height. Porzingis is big and completes the play.
The 3 from Holmgren. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Holiday passes to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Fade away. Boston pulls it in. White's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, got a piece of it. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And Williams punches it home.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Ryan, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Ryan, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie. Thanks. Tatum passes to Holiday. Drills it from deep. Holiday's got 14 points.
That's confident shooting there from Drew Holiday. Got his coaches and teammates saying, yes, take that one.
Outside, Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Sinks it from distance. He's got 11.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
There's the double team with Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Holmgren. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And so agile there on the break. I mean, you got to appreciate Holmgren hustling to capitalize in these situations.
And stolen by Holmgren. And again, Oklahoma City running the court in transition. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. Hartenstein with a screen on Holiday. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. Takes a three. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Porzingis finds White. Will it go? The Thunder with the rebound. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Now here's Holmgren. Tight defense on him. Pass to Hartenstein. 6 to shoot. Down low. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
They get the rebound. Tries again. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Looking to get it going. The 3 from Holmgren. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. The Celtics shooting around 29% in quarter number 2.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
That's tipped. Holmgren with it. Now guarded by White. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go from deep. Porzingis grabs the board.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
To stop the drought. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
The kick out to White. Now here's Holiday. Back to White. Outside, Brown. Outside, Holiday. From behind the arc. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Floats one. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Holiday with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. And here's Tatum. 1:27 left in the second quarter. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with a screen on Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Not a good idea to take a nap on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and that athleticism. So much power. Way to get up.
The kick to Tatum. 3-pointer. Hartenstein pulls it in. And the Thunder shooting 45% here in the second. Pass to Holiday. 46 seconds left in the second quarter.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
Here's Williams. Good work defensively by White.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Tatum, shot is good.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
To the inside. And that'll be Boston's ball as it goes out of bounds. Celtics able to keep possession here.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
White finds Porzingis. No good from outside. Brown with the steal. Got a piece of it. Up in time. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, already up 26 points as this quarter ends. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Oklahoma City Thunder. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Man, we've seen Drew Holiday really having a great game.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the center position, locking down the middle. Holiday from long range. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Holiday's got 20.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis grabs the board. Pass to Tatum. Now White. Outside Holiday. Fires the 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Clock at 4. Fires, high post. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. From the baseline. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Here's the 3. Another miss by Holiday.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't bank that one in.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Here's Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by White. From the elbow. And he drops that one in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points in the game.
They're going old school out there now. Working the mid-range part of the floor.
Pass to White. Back to Holiday. Tries to break his ice. And Holiday powers it home.
That is a vicious dunk from Holiday there. When you give him room to run, he can take off just like that.
White against Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Outside, Williams. And stolen by Brown. And Brown has got the ball here for Boston. Pass to Holiday. Here's Porzingis. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. The Thunder have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Hartenstein a screen. Holmgren with it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go on the assist from Holmgren.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a lot of things well, and this time playing with some great offensive balance.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game. The Celtics have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Three-pointer, Holiday. Boston again missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Yep, that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points now in the second half.
Such good length for a guard. Opponents struggle to keep Gilgeous-Alexander from scoring the basketball.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And a fast break now for the Thunder. And Williams punches it home.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Up top, Tatum. He's covered by Holmgren. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Here's a look at the schedule for the Oklahoma City Thunder. On Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Indiana Pacers. Then on Monday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
They have a nice string of home contests coming up. This team has been fantastic in their own house, so a great chance to put together a few wins right now.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren against White. Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Holmgren missing. Boston's gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Three-pointer, Holiday. Again, the miss by Boston.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Tipped away.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Fades. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes back up. Rebound Boston. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight. And for the Celtics, they're shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Boston again missing. And for Oklahoma City, they're shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. He drops it from range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
On the wing, Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. There's Tatum with the 3. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 rebounds in the game. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he slammed that thing through.
A nasty two-hander. And it's the Celtics ball. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, sweet move. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 16 points here in the second half.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Now Holiday. 22 points for him. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. 1:49 left to play in the third. Oh, a little luck that time as it drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 31 points. Here's Holiday. Looking to end this cold spell. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line.
So many things have changed around Drew Holiday. One thing that's been a constant is that he's a hard worker, such a great all-around player who likes to be a leader, and he has been for this ball club.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by White. The three is up. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Boston Celtics. .55 seconds left in the third quarter. And the shot goes down. Holiday's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, you're kind of asking for it. Drew Holiday gets in that close. He's probably scoring.
A quick shot there. It's off target.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Dort outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Porzingis against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots a fadeaway. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Well, the Celtics shooting only 23% so far. Again, Holiday missing. Gilgeous-Alexander against Tatum. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. A deep three. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Dort and Holmgren. A lot of defense at the 3 and the 4 for him. Shea and Williams man the backcourt. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Gilgeous-Alexander double team. Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving in. Soft touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 33 points.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Here's Holiday. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Jalen Williams.
And there's so many plays where Drew Holiday will show you just how creative he can be with the basketball.
Holiday hits them both.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, that was nasty.
Nabbing another steal.
He's making history. Tied for third most steals in a single game.
Just incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Holiday from long range. The Thunder with the rebound. From deep three-point land. Boston pulls it in. White's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And stolen by Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is what Gilgeous-Alexander does. He attacks you relentlessly.
The Celtics have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Outside Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Puts up a 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. The Thunder have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Williams on the wing. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Tatum with it. Hartenstein pulls it in. Williams from long range. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Fires from deep. Tatum with another miss.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Hartenstein with it. Picked up by Tatum. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 41.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Hey, Graham, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Explosive move from J-Dub. Great athlete.
Holiday up top. Shot to stop the run. They kick it out to Porzingis. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Oklahoma City's gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Pass to Holiday. Let's go with a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Holiday's got 15 points in just the second half.
Rising to the challenge. He's given them everything he's got.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the jumper.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
On the wing, Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Brown against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the NBA moving to a 2-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Graham?
You know, B.A., a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done.
Yet another steal from him.
A defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. He's actually tied the record for most steals in a game.
He sits alongside Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan with 11. Can he set a new benchmark?
Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot with the floater. Rejected by Brown.
And that's all about anticipation. Jaylen Brown, high IQ defensively.
And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays.
Nabbing another steal.
He's stolen his way into the record books.
A new single-game high for steals.
And he has snapped the long-standing mark held by Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan. Unbelievable to see it broken.
Three-pointer Holiday. Doesn't go for him. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And to stop and play, giving the home crowd a chance to cheer his incredible play.
And he's earned it. You don't get all those steals without expending a huge amount of energy.
Steal after steal after steal. This is amazing. He's got to be a thorn in the side right now for the opposing coach.
Porzingis grabs the board.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting a tough 22% from the field so far. Holiday surveying the floor. There's the three. The Thunder with the rebound.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. The importance of getting your second NBA contract is something players often cite. Brent, did you feel that way?
No doubt about it, BA. I mean, it's a stamp of approval that you belong at this level. Of course, it gives you a lot of security for what you want to do for your family and for yourself. But, man, that's acknowledgement that all that hard work has paid off.
White for three. From beyond the arc and then some.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Here's Holiday. No good there, off the double clutch. Oklahoma City has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
Pass to Brown. Back to Porzingis. Here's Holiday. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. But that's another board.
Boy, does this guy play hard. Acting like every board is his.
And would you believe he's tied the team record for most rebounds in a game? Unreal.
Gilgeous-Alexander up there, so dynamic as a finisher.
Holiday passes to Tatum. To the middle. Outside Holiday, beyond the arc. And he rebounds again.
And he set the franchise record for rebounds in a game. What an absolute vacuum he's been tonight.
He's vacuumed up any and every miss off the glass. Great performance to write his name in the team record books. Count the basket.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Thunder.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without.
He swipes the ball away again.
And just like that, he's tied the franchise single-game record for steals.
The man is a menace. You can take no breaks when he's guarding you. Sends it home from three-point land.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Good. He hits again.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. And Holiday, here we go. And the basket is good. Holiday's got 34 points.
This is how you ruin an opposing team's defense. Holiday runs inside and finds the easy shot there.
Dort outside. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Again, Oklahoma City.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So alongside Grant Hill,
I